Las Vegas, Nevada. The Octagon wasn't the only place making headlines Saturday night at UFC 304. Among the flashing lights, roaring crowds, and star-studded audience, former President Donald Trump made a surprise appearance, but it was his granddaughter who stole a bit of the spotlight. In a light-hearted moment that quickly went viral on social media, Trump's granddaughter was heard saying, "My grandpa took me to the UFC," charming fans with the casual way she referred to her high-profile outing. Trump, known for his public support of the UFC and friendship with UFC President Dana White, appeared ringside, drawing cheers from the crowd. The family appearance added a personal touch to what's typically an adrenaline-fueled sporting event. "She was genuinely excited to be there," one attendee commented. "It's not every day you hear a kid say their grandpa took them to see a UFC fight, especially when their grandpa is Donald Trump." The moment was shared widely online, with fans calling it wholesome, funny, and peak 2025 energy. Trump's attendance at UFC events has become a regular spectacle. In the middle of knockouts, flying knees, and roaring fans at UFC 304, one comment managed to steal the show, and it didn't come from a fighter. Former President Donald J. Trump made a high-profile appearance at the UFC event Saturday night, flanked by Secret Service and the usual entourage. But what caught the internet's attention was a moment of pure, unscripted charm from someone far from politics, his granddaughter. In a candid clip circulating widely on TikTok, Trump's granddaughter can be seen smiling and saying, "My grandpa took me to the UFC." It was a blink and you miss it line, but the internet didn't miss it. The clip quickly exploded across platforms, with people reacting to the oddly surreal and oddly wholesome moment. "Bro, that sentence is like a Mad Lib," one user tweeted. Donald Trump's granddaughter saying her grandpa took her to the UFC is the most 2025 thing I've heard. Others were charmed by the simplicity of the statement. "Say what you want, but that's adorable," one Instagram comment read. "She's just a kid going to watch a fight with her grandpa. A very famous grandpa, but still." Trump, 78, has become something of a UFC fixture in recent years, frequently attending events and maintaining a close relationship with UFC President Dana White. He often receives roaring ovations from fans when he enters the arena. Saturday was no different. But this time, his presence had a slightly softer edge. Appearing in a navy suit, he sat cage-side with family, including his granddaughter, who was clearly excited to be part of the action. While Trump didn't speak publicly at the event, his granddaughter's innocent statement may have said enough. It gave fans a glimpse of a different side of the former president, one not giving speeches or rallying crowds, but just spending a night out with family. Internet reactions. From memes to melted hearts as expected, the internet did what it does best: it memed, commented, and overanalyzed the moment. "Imagine growing up and realizing your grandpa took you to UFC fights while he was a former president," said one user on Reddit. Others joked that she might grow up to be a commentator or even a fighter herself.